Hey, it's Colin, and today I'm doing some computer stuff. Hold on, I know the lighting is bad in here, but I want to show you. I have my computer, I built this about 6 months ago. I have it running Prime 95, just to give a CPU test. And we're pretty much pinned on the CPU, and I don't have any way to measure the temperature installed. Plus, I think the sensor on my motherboard is broken. But here you can see that I just have the stock CPU cooler going, and I'm going to be quiet for a little bit so you can hear about how loud it is. It's not super loud, but it's a lot louder than I wish. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. So that's basically how this computer's CPU sounds under full load. And there's a GTX 770 down there, but that's not doing much right now because Prime 95 mostly just uses the power of the CPU. So this computer is a lot louder than I wish it was, and it's also a lot slower than I wish it was. I started off with Windows 7 on it, but I installed Windows 10 a couple months ago, and of course Windows 10 is optimized for SSD. So a lot of things are sluggish, it takes a while to start up, and everything like that. So, the other day I ordered some stuff on Newegg that'll be fun. Firstly, I got this cooler. This is the first aftermarket cooler that I have ever bought, and it's from a brand that's not that well known, but it's a Thermaltake. So it's well known, but not super well known. It's the quietest cooler I could find. It's advertised something like 13 decibels for that's using this included this low noise adapter. Plus it claims to be like super cool and everything else, and of course it has RGB lights in the fan, so you can't go wrong with that, right? So plus also I'm really excited about this. I got an M.2 drive. This is the first SSD that I've ever owned. My motherboard does not have an M.2 slot, but I also got this PCIe adapter. And M.2 is the same protocol as PCIe, so it should be just as fast as if I had a PCIe or a M.2 slot on my actual motherboard. The only thing is it takes up a slot, a PCIe slot, but I had a free one anyway. So I am going to install these and see if my computer is any quieter or faster after I do. Alright, we got everything plugged back in, and of course there are problems. Firstly, I thought I had 2 PCIe slots. Apparently, I had 1 PCIe slot and some PCI slots. That's it, PCI slots. So, no M.2 card for now. There are more problems though. Watch the mouse cursor. Nothing's happening. And that makes me sad. I don't know why this is happening. Alright, that took way longer than it should have. Stuff with computers always seems to do that. There's always like something that goes wrong and there's a lot of troubleshooting and everything else, which I usually figure out, but it just takes a lot longer than I want to. So here we are, we're in Prime 95. We have been for about 6-7 minutes. And the CPU has been pinned to about 95%, running 3.4 gigahertz. All about the same stuff as it was earlier. And again, we're not doing much with the GPU. That'll definitely come later. It is very loud with GPU. Well, not very, but this was never about that. So, yeah, we're going pretty much full tilt on the CPU, and here it is in its glory. The side is open just like it was for the first test. I'll let you listen to how freaking quiet this is. I'll shut up. That's the traffic outside is more quiet than this computer running its CPU at basically complete capacity. That's what I like. You can't hear the thing. Even if I whisper like this, I am so much louder than that computer. Alright, I like this thing. And that bright blue fan, that's freaking awesome. Let's take a look at what it looks like with the side panel on. Nice. That is pretty freaking sweet looking if you ask me. Alright, just a quick update to this video. I was able to find a motherboard for sale online with 2 PCIe slots that fits my CPU and everything. So I've ordered that. It should be here in the next week or two. So if you want to see my computer with that M.2 card finally installed, be sure to click subscribe so that you actually see it. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm totally looking forward to it. Alright, thanks so much for watching.